Hello, and thank you for using the TrainTrack software. In this video, we will be going over how to add, edit, and delete completions. There are several ways to add completions, so let's start with adding them directly to the training. Go to your training list and select a training you want to add completions to. Double-click on the name. And if you're looking at the status screen, status of all required, you can actually just double-click in the completion field or complete for the employee you would like to add a completion for. Double click, then type in or paste in a completion date. Click OK, and the completion has been added for you. The expiration date will be automatically calculated based on what you have in the expires in field, and the status will change to completed. You can also go to the completions history edit screen and add completions here as well. You can select an employee from the dropdown of all your active employees. And remember that typing in the first few letters of the employee's last name will take you to that spot on the list. The completion date will populate to be today's date automatically, but you can always edit this date if needed. Refresh and you're all set. Your completion has been added, the expiration date has been calculated, and the status has updated. Keep in mind, if you ever need to edit a completion, you'll want to go to the completion history edit screen, and then you can go and edit the completion as you'd like. Refresh the screen, and now you'll notice the completion date has updated and the expiration date has also been recalculated. Keep in mind, you are able to also edit the expiration date. So if you want to have this employee retake this training or expire this completion sooner, you can go ahead and edit the date here. Just keep in mind the expiration date has to be sooner than the calculated expiration date here. So let's say I want them to retake it on 7/1/2026 instead. You'll want to double click and the expires on the expiration date, type in a new date, then click OK. Now you'll see that the completion date is 7/3/24, but the expiration date is now 7/1/2026 instead of 7/3/2026. Another way to add completions would be to use the quick add button on the left here. This will allow you to add completions for several employees all at once for the same training and the same date. So here you can select which training you want to add completions to. So since we were looking at ABC inspection, it automatically populated that training, but you can always select a different training. You can add completions for an entire job title and or department. Click check. And everybody that has the Department of Marketing and job title or additional job title of analyst will be checked off here below. You can also manually check off any names of employees you would like to add completions for. And you can also scan badges or the barcodes on the sign-in sheets from the class screens. Just put your cursor into this field, and then start scanning the barcodes or badges. There is a separate video on how to use barcodes, so please review that video if you're interested. All right, lastly, you can also see just who's required to complete this training if you want to also add a completion for any of those employees or clear that completion. All right, when you're all set, you will want to confirm the date the completion will be added for. You would want to enter all your completions as passed, and you can enter a cost if you would like. Then when you click on add, everyone that had a check mark listed next to their name will get a completion added, and you'll see a message that says completions added. So now when we go and refresh this screen, we'll see a lot more completions added because we use the quick add button. If you double click on any employee's name, that will take you to their employee details screen. You can actually add completions directly to the employee screen as well. The same way, you can just double click in the complete field, type in or paste in a completion date, and click OK. You can also add completions from the completion history edit screen on the employee detail as well. You'll want to go on the next blank line, select which training you want to add a completion for, confirm the date, edit if you need to, otherwise refresh and you're all set. Now the completion has been added and the expiration date has been calculated. If we go to any training record that has a class associated with it, you can go to classes and scheduled, and you will notice that there is a mark all complete button on the bottom right here as well. As long as the start and end date are a current date or a past date, you will be able to add completions. You cannot add completions for a future class. Keep that in mind. And lastly, you can also add completions by importing them by going to the import data button and then selecting import completion records. There is a separate video on how to import records though, so please review that if you're interested in learning how to import many completions all at once. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.